Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you the ultimate guide to combat in Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. There are some strategies in this combat to make things a lot easier. The devs also confirmed that you can beat the game easily using the starting weapon, so it's not like the other Assassin's Creed games where you're focusing on getting better gear. There is one thing though, the pistol. This thing is an absolute beast, letting you take down some of the larger enemies quickly, just like you've seen there. And we also have other tricks up our sleeves like smoke bombs, which let you enter into stealth, which is great for getting some quick assassinations off. So I'll be covering everything regarding combat in this video. And I was just using the very beginner swords here. So again, you don't need better weapons, but they do have some benefits to them. So we'll be breaking that down right here first. Now, there's three categories of weapons. You have cutlasses, you have rapiers, and you have gun swords. I personally like the pistol swords here because these things are pretty fun. They're more bursty for damage. You press and hold the right bumper attack, and you get 2 free ammo shots off at targets. This is great for targets that are at low health, just to help finish them off. Now, the cutlasses are great for large groups of enemies because you can hold it down and do a large sweeping attack, which deals with them really well. And then things like the rapiers here are great for single target, giving you a long reach attack. Weapons will come with different perks, like this one has increased range on the heavy strike, which is amazing if you're trying to take on multiple enemies. This is the DLC deluxe edition sword. But for the purpose of this video, I will be just using the basic swords here. Now, maximum takedowns is actually a very important stat. The maximum you can get is 4. And what's great about that is it lets you chain down multiple enemies at a time. I actually prefer that a little bit more than damage, because even with a 17 damage weapon compared to one that has like 38, you're not doing a crazy amount of extra damage in the grand scheme of things. One trinket I would recommend grabbing though is the Narwhal's Horn here. This is super powerful because it breaks enemies' defenses quicker. This is pretty much like a legendary just in a rare trinket's body. To get that, you have to go to Cat Island. And as you approach, it's this yellow building in the back. You're going to climb through the window there. There are enemies you have to watch out for. And it'll just be on a table on the inside. Highly recommend grabbing this, one of the first things you should grab. And for pistols, we're favoring higher draw speeds. This lets you pull off chain takedowns really quickly. Later on in the game, you're gonna have to use your pistols often to be able to chain your takedowns, so fast draw speed is nice, although some people do prefer range. Now, approaching in combat is important. You gotta watch out for any of the marksmen because they are gonna do the most damage. Red attacks like that you wanna dodge through, and any of the white attacks you're obviously gonna be parrying, but if you see any of these large enemies here, it's best to go at them with using your pistol here because this opens them up for an attack. Otherwise, you're gonna be fighting them and trying to take down their shields, and it's just not that easy. But charge attacks are typically going to be better for you to use overall than just regular attacks. You can sometimes stagger enemies like that. Now, another thing, if you get an enemy close to a wall, it's best to just kick them. I found that the sweep is not very reliable, and the drawstring rope here is kind of nice for staggering enemies to allow you to get some extra hits in just like that. But if you want to just make things easy for yourself, smoke bombs if you get overwhelmed, and then you can go in and assassinate the big targets just like you're seeing here. This is like your get out of jail free card, so I'd recommend actually upgrading your smoke bombs as quickly as possible. And just again, watching out for the ranged attackers. They're going to be some of the most difficult to deal with. So going ahead here, always use your pistol to engage with those types of targets. And you can see the marksman over here. What we want to deal with for him is either grabbing a human shield. You can also use them as a human shield. We knocked him off the edge. That was enough to take him out. Perfect. Now these fancy hack guys are kind of annoying to deal with. Again, pistol usually works pretty great because you can stagger them into the takedown like that. Otherwise, a smoke bomb or trying to kick at them and then interrupting. You want to alternate between the rope and kicking. So both of these are amazing tools. You can stagger enemies. There is a cooldown on each of these, and obviously like a parry is super important. Not a lot of people like doing the parries here, but the devs have confirmed that if you spam things like kicks over and over again, the enemy will respond by being a little bit more evasive to that. So it's sometimes best to vary your attacks and try new things out. The new grenadier type enemies here, these are annoying. I would also recommend going after them first because they're just going to be throwing grenades out, which can wipe out your troops really quickly and easily, and that is the first target you should always be going for, other than the marksmans like this. And again, for any difficult targets, you can just drop a smoke bomb down. That just makes things a whole lot easier. If they have those red attacks, dodge away, use your pistol to make things easier. Just watch out if there's explosives in the room. Watch out too for those red attacks. You want to be using your dash to be able to get away. You can actually chain things together, like using your rope there to stagger and then shoot at them with the gun like you saw. And that is the ultimate guide to combat in Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. It's a little bit more in-depth than the original game. Not too deep though, and if you got any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And subscribe if this video is useful. I hope you guys all have a great day. We'll catch you in the next one.